overnight after a pretty bearish week so far. But yeah, it's been a pretty solid week for me. We'll get into a couple of the reports with Edgeful, as always. But yeah, it's been, as I said, I must say it's been a pretty solid week for me so far. I've had one red day this month across my futures accounts, which was on Monday in that tight range day, as I've explained, and then just been stacking the green days. I started trading these set of accounts last month and being green every day except Monday. That tight range there was not the easiest. But yesterday, I actually took a trade on YM, and we can maybe speak about that. I see YM's actually pushing up. It has been one of the most bullish out of the three indexes, I must say, just from my perspective. But yeah, basically we flushed the lows here, and after two heavy days to the downside, I thought that was a poor man's trade at the bottom here. So I actually took the reversal back in here, back to opening range high. So that was my trade. I took the low, the flush out back inside the opening range, and I got out back at the opening range high. So pretty nice trading from my side yesterday, and just been taking one day at a time. We can see we're actually moving higher overnight. Do we have some news on as well? We got some Fed Chair Powell speaks. So Jerome Powell speaking at 4 p.m. South African time, 10 a.m. Eastern, and then Trump is speaking as well at 6 p.m. South African time. So make sure to know that. And then we also do have Jackson Hole as well. But yeah, if we are looking at it from NASDAQ as well, we did flush the lows as well. Previous day's low, we are trading as an outside day, which is quite nice. Yesterday, actually, to keep very interesting, was an inside day all day, right? So we didn't actually take out the previous days. I'm talking about extended market hours. We didn't actually take out the extended market hours highs or lows. We can see that we actually stayed inside those previous days, highs and lows all day. And that can be days where it can be a little bit more choppy. As I said, I think you could have maybe got some shorts on the NASDAQ. I actually got short on the NASDAQ as well yesterday. So I took a long on YM and a short on NQ. But using the opening range and New York session view app, and we can see over here, this is the 5-minute time frame. Let's just drop down to the 1. Okay. And what we can see from this is, let's go from the New York session open. We try to get above the highs, but as I said, I think the lows, the shorts down here were just silly because we had been moving down for multiple number of days, and then the longs up here at the highs, were just not good because we are on a downtrend this week. Momentum's lower from the start of week, and then so I actually thought that a little bit of a long scalp in here, which I caught a little piece of, was good. And then I actually got the short from this, I think from about like 250 down to 220. Was my little bit of a scalp as well short as we break through that New York session view up. So a lot of guys ask me how I use opening range with the New York session view up. I look to trade in direction. That's simply what I try and do. I am not going to be live today for market open, but if you just come here to the link in my bio, which I will put in the Discord chat, you actually can get a 7-day free trial with Edgeful. And then I'm not going to be live today, but the other guys will be live for the US market open at 3:25 South African time, 9:25 a.m. Eastern time. Let's go over the screener again. I always want to make sure that you guys are looking at this. So from a discretional perspective, one more thing. I did have a win on my DAX algo this morning. I know some of you guys wanted me to share the settings. I'm still sorry, man. I've just had a busy day yesterday with the family. And just been pretty busy my side. So I will get the settings, but I had a nice, so I'm 3 from 5 out of them this week on my DAX algo. So Monday was I had a loss on Monday, as you can see, stop loss on Tuesday, take profit Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So 3 from 5, not bad. I'll take that. So that was the algo side of things. Let's just go back to the 5-minute chart here. Erase some of the drawings. Okay. And as I said, I want you guys to make sure you come to the screener, then select all. Now, what this has done for me, just from a discretional trading perspective, has just been able to see what the whole market is doing as a whole, right? What the market is doing as a whole across multiple markets. And I think it just keeps things very, very simple. You're seeing what the opening candle doing is across multiple markets, and then the opening range as well. For the guys that are morning, what's up? Zach, I see you in here as well. How's your guys' week been? Anything that do you have any questions? I'm going to open up to the floor. You guys know me. I always like to keep it simple. I read and react to markets. I'm not going to come in and try and predict. But it does look like we are V-bottoming out here. So maybe from if we can clear maybe previous days, pre-market highs. If we can stay above this, we can see previous days highs. So that would be something I'm seeing on the NASDAQ. But again, you guys know me that I don't like to, I do not like to, I do not like to predict. I just read and react. I read and react. So any questions in the live chat here? Let's see who's on the socials. Yeah, nice one, James. I'm happy to join. Yes, sir. As I said, you can get for our free, you can use the code free for our trading room. You get a free month. So come join me there. I take most, if not all of my trades that I do have taken across the board, all live on stream. As I said, I'm very much a scalper, at heart. I'm in and out of my trades very, very quickly. Okay, cool. If there's no questions, as I said, I'll be in here rest of the day in the Edgeful Discord and then live trading room as always. We'll see you guys on there. Take it easy. Have a good Friday. If you are up this week,